Bright Suns, it's Wild Josh. Before various comics, TV shows, and movies started to expand on the years between the original Star Wars trilogy and the Star Wars prequels, very little was known about that period of time. Canon sources did not provide much insight on the time in between Order 66 and Luke Skywalker discovering his destiny, and there didn't seem to be any Jedi left to stand up against the Empire. However, newer additions to the canon confirmed this wasn't the case. Instead, the Empire had a way of silencing the remaining Jedi. Those weapons they used popped up in canon sources in animated TV shows, comic books, novels, video games, and soon in the new live-action Disney Plus show, Obi-Wan Kenobi. With that said, sit back and relax, because you're about to learn who's who when it comes to the Inquisitors. The main weapon that the Empire would use to hunt down Jedi was the Imperial Inquisition, an order of Force-sensitive Jedi hunters cultivated by Palpatine and trained by Darth Vader. While not technically Sith themselves, the Inquisitors could still manipulate the Force and wield deadly weapons. There were more than a few Inquisitors appearing in a variety of media, so let's break down the members of this mysterious order. Grand Inquisitor. As the leader of the Imperial Inquisition, the Grand Inquisitor was not only the first member of his order introduced in Star Wars Rebels, but also one of the most formidable threats the Ghost Crew ever faced. After discovering that Jedi Kanan Jarrus survived Order 66 and was training Ezra Bridger as his Padawan, the Grand Inquisitor took a great personal interest in hunting them down. After Kanan defeated him in combat, the Grand Inquisitor chose death over facing his master Darth Vader with failure. Although fans never learned the Grand Inquisitor's name, they did gain insight into his history as a Jedi Temple guard that was present during Barriss Offee's bombing of the Jedi Temple in Star Wars The Clone Wars. In Star Wars Rebels, the Grand Inquisitor was voiced by Jason Isaacs. In Obi-Wan Kenobi, he will be played by Rupert Friend. Second Sister. As a Jedi Padawan, Trilla Siduri narrowly escaped execution with her master when Order 66 inflicted the Great Jedi Purge on the galaxy. Unfortunately, Siduri was captured by the Empire and subjected to excruciating torture that turned her into a dogged dark-side loyalist. Known for her keen intellect and analytical mind, Siduri's capable use of mental and physical force, combined with her seeming loyalty, made her an ideal candidate for the Inquisitorius. It was not until shortly before her death when she finally saw the light and made amends with her former master, and she turned away from the dark side. For that crime, Darth Vader executed her personally. Her first appearance was in the 2017 comic book run Darth Vader, issue 19, written by Charles Soule. Her story was expanded upon, however, in the video game Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, where she was voice and motion captured by actress Elizabeth Goulon. Third Sister. After a brief mention in a Star Wars encyclopedia, fans will finally meet the mysterious Third Sister, also known as Reva, in the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series, portrayed by Moses Ingram. The Third Sister served as a member of the Inquisitorius on the trail of Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi as the hermit hides out on Tatooine. Reva's hunt brings her face-to-face with moisture farmers Owen and Beru Lars, best known for taking care of Luke Skywalker during his upbringing. Obi-Wan watches over Luke from a distance, but a conflict with the Third Sister could be exactly the kind of threat to bring him out of hiding. The Third Sister is considered ruthlessly ambitious, and alongside her superiors, the Grand Inquisitor and Darth Vader himself, she certainly needs to be. Fifth Brother. Unlike the Grand Inquisitor or Second Sister, little is known about the Fifth Brother's past before induction into the Imperial Inquisition. All that's clear is that he was among the first recruits who Darth Vader began training when Palpatine tasked his apprentice with honing his Force-sensitive weapons. Vader was a cruel teacher, however, and Fifth Brother lost his right hand in the course of learning his lessons. Often clashing with his fellow members, Fifth Brother's approach to hunting Jedi was often more brash and direct. When he was on the trail of Ezra Bridger, Seventh Sister once stopped his blade from striking, accusing him of short-sightedness as she explained how Ezra would be useful to them as bait. Fifth Brother clashed with other Darkside users later, fighting Darth Maul on Malachor before the Sith Lord ended his life. In Star Wars Rebels, Fifth Brother was voiced by Philip Anthony Rodriguez. In Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's played by actor Sung Kang. Sixth Brother. While Fifth Brother may have lost a hand to Vader's training, Sixth Brother lost an entire arm to the Sith Lord. The dismemberments came as Vader's way of teaching the Inquisitors to shed their Jedi teachings of fighting defensively, and it was a lesson Sixth Brother took to heart. He fought fiercely, but not quite as fiercely as Ahsoka Tano when he tried to hunt her down. The former Padawan of Anakin grew battle-hardened over the years, and during her fight with Sixth Brother, she sensed his Kyber crystals calling out to her. She summoned the crystals to her hands, exploding Sixth Brother's weapon and killing him in the process. Ahsoka then used the crystals to forge the white lightsaber she yields in Rebels and in The Mandalorian, now purified of their former owner's tainted force. Sixth Brother first appeared in the 2017 comic book Darth Vader issue 6 written by Charles Soule, and he appeared in several issues of that run afterwards. He also played a prominent role in the Ahsoka novel written by E.K. Johnston. Seventh Sister. None of the other Inquisitors quite seemed to enjoy what they did so much as Seventh Sister, who took great delight in hunting down Jedi. She was one of the main trio responsible for hunting down the Ghost Crew following the Grand Inquisitor's death, and her own ambition caused her to see the event as a potential opportunity. Despite her ambition, her journey leads to the same fate as Fifth Brother, being killed at Maul's hand on Malachor. Seventh Sister was voiced by actress Sarah Michelle Gellar in Star Wars Rebels. Interestingly enough, Sarah Michelle Gellar is married to actor Freddie Prinze Jr., who voiced Kanan Jarrus in Star Wars Rebels. Eighth Brother. Eighth Brother was the third member of the trio to die on Malachor, but was unique among his inquisitorial for seeming dedication to Palpatine above all. When Darth Vader first claimed leadership of that order, Eighth Brother protested that Palpatine was his only master and it was only the Grand Inquisitor's insistence that put him back in line. Eighth Brother's lightsaber had a unique buzzsaw feature that sprouted blades from its hilt, reflective of his aggressive style, but in the end it did him little good on Malachor. In Star Wars Rebels, Eighth Brother is voiced by actor Robbie Daymond. Ninth Sister. While many of the other Inquisitors lost limbs in their training, Ninth Sister actually lost her eye to her new master, Darth Vader. As a Jedi, Masana Tide specialized in using the Force to connect with the emotions of others, but the torture and trauma that brought her to the dark side robbed her of that bliss. Instead, her talents became twisted toward the arts of interrogation and forcing information out of others. She was perhaps the clearest example of the twisted influence the dark side had on a former Jedi. Ninth Sister first appeared in the 2017 comic book run Darth Vader, issue 6, which was written by Charles Soule. She also appeared in the video game Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, where she is voiced and motion captured by actress Misty Lee. And lastly, 10th Brother. Proset Dibs is easily the Inquisitor with the most detailed backstory of his time as a Jedi, and the story behind his disillusionment with the Order is one rich with detail. Conflicted by the Jedi's former dedication toward pacifism and their new role as military leaders in the Clone Wars, he became discontented and turmoil brewed in his heart. Eventually, he tried to kill Jedi Master Mace Windu and was put on a trial, but Windu spared him death in lieu of rehabilitation that never took hold. Proset's rebellious past made him a perfect candidate for Palpatine's recruitment, and he proved a capable Inquisitor, unhampered by his blindness, and in fact more greatly in tune with the senses the Force allowed him. Proset was further unique in dual-wielding lightsabers during his time as an Inquisitor, seldom employing the dual-bladed spinning option of his fellows. 10th Brother first appeared in the 2017 comic book run Star Wars Jedi of the Republic Mace Windu, written by Matt Owens. He also appeared in the 2017 comic book run Darth Vader by Charles Soule. And there you have it. You now know who's who when it comes to the Inquisitors. Would you like to know who's who about another character in the Star Wars universe? If so, let us know in the comment section below. And unless you want the Inquisitors to come a-knockin', I suggest you hit the like and subscribe button for us. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.